going on, guys? Mike Shana here. So I just got my Camaro back and I wanted to let you know how bad my experience went. So to recap what had happened, the car was hit, as you all know, in the driver's side door and had a big dent in the side. Now, to get fixed, oh, and the mirror was dented as well. The mirror housing was cracked. But to get fixed, the fender, the quarter panel, the side skirt, and the door were all going to have to be painted and blended together so everything looked right. So I dropped the car off. They quoted me at just under a week. And I go to pick the car up. They told me it's all done. And the mirror that was supposed to be replaced was not replaced. The clear coat was chipped. There were speckles in it. There were runs in the clear coat. It looked like somebody had been buffing the side of the quarter panel. And there was a giant burn mark on the side of the car and my quarter panel that was down to the primer and the steel, which that looked great. Thank you very much. And there were multiple other things. The A-pillar wasn't sanded. The fender felt like sandpaper. It just wasn't buffed out right. It had very bad coverage. The door still had bad coverage. The inside of the door had extremely poor coverage. I mean, some of it was still in its primer, for God's sakes. And there were a bunch of little issues. The car seemed to almost be in worse shape than I had gotten it in. So I left the car there. And coming back, they called me again the week after. Went and picked the car up, or supposed I went to go pick the car up, and went and looked at it. And there were a handful of other issues with it. Now, my taillight had mineral spirits on it or something and was all hazed over. My rear gloss black diffuser had overspray on it too, which looked great. Thank you very much. What else? My front bumper had a giant gash in it down to the plastic. It looked terrible. And my grill also had a pretty big crack in it. And not to mention, from when they did the door alignment, the windowsill was misaligned, so the window wouldn't close all the way. It was letting water in. So for the third time, I left the car there again. And thankfully, when I came back, it looked good. There's still some overspray and some other little things on it that I'm just going to take care of myself because I can't trust them anymore. But that's just kind of an overview of what happened. So, and then also in a minute, I'm going to post some pictures of some of the damage that happened. I don't have a picture of the front bumper with the gash in it, unfortunately. But I do have the grill and the taillight, which I'll post the grill right here. As you can see, it was just a small little crack. And then also the taillight. I don't know if you can see it in this picture, but it was hazed over pretty bad. In the right sunlight, it didn't look the greatest. Here you can see the overspray that was on my gloss black diffuser, and you can notice that there's the silver speckles on there. And to me, it just seems like carelessness on how someone could possibly, you know, not tape the thing correctly. There was even overspray on the other side of the car, silver overspray. Like, they just couldn't paint the car right. They didn't know how to tape it. It's, you know, so to me, it's just carelessness. And to me, it really is, you know, the workers that, or the employees that work there, you know, all that they're there to do, essentially, is repair cars and paint them all day, and that's all that they're there for. They're not there to care about the car, take it into consideration. And sure, there's some guys that they're into cars, and you know they'll appreciate that and give you a decent job. But from what I experienced, the guys that work back there could care less about what car is in there. They could care less about how well the work turns out, and you know, it's carelessness. That's all that it is. So it really just comes down to, you can see from the pictures too, you know, who you take it to, and you know, finding that right body shop to take it to. And from what I've seen, dealership body shops just don't have careful employees. But aside from that, the car did turn out great. I mean, everything else on it looks spotless. I'm going to clean up some of the overspray, but you know, after going back a few times and making my point, you know, I got a great paint job out of it. It looks good. I don't have any complaints now. And like I said, management did a great job. You know, they handled it really well, and treated the car great. They treated me well, and everything turned out great. I've got no complaints now, except for, you know, 3 weeks my car was in the shop. Thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like and comment below, and don't forget to subscribe.